Hello, I'm Wendy Diaz-Wilson, and today I'll be presenting my approach to the Creative 2 project. So the title of my work is called The Random Walk Art Journey, a visual exploration of chaos, connectivity, and control. And I wanted to implement all those listed ideas into something that was stimulating and unique. So I will give a little bit warning that I have also in the bottom. The thing I created does have a lot of kind of like flashing, bright color visuals. So if one is sensitive to that, for instance, I would recommend dimming your screen a little bit. But so let's just jump right back into the project. So to start on the journey, it begins for the user by picking either heads or tails. Heads is going to represent an even number that is random between 6 to 20, and tails is going to represent an odd number that's going to be from 5 to 19. The approach that I went for this project, I drew on the mathematical model, the random walk. So if you just look up random walk, it's like and you might have heard of it before as well, where this little thing where each step is created, it's independent of each other and makes the next step unpredictable in nature. So I combined that idea along with my inspiration for the generative art lessons that we had, and I wanted to kind of create almost my own random walk art generator in a way. And my concept behind this is I wanted to really explore the balance between chaos and order through that unpredictability that these random walks have. And I wanted each walk to kind of symbolize an individual journey, which we'll see this all in a second, but the next part is very distracting. So I want to get the important stuff out of the way. So each of these random walks, depending on which one you pick, so say we have an even number of walks, 10, which we'll see. So they'll all start in different places each time, or tails, they'll each begin in another random different spot. Along with this, that kind of randomness, I really wanted to mirror more so life. Again, this is called random walks. So I feel like they're almost like, again, people and individual journeys, and sometimes they're chaotic, sometimes they're colorful, and sometimes they're filled with ever-changing moments. And so when viewed together at the end, we can kind of see more of a cohesive whole, but during it, it's almost chaotic in a way. So I wanted this project to also kind of introduce a sense of connectivity through the color changes. So for instance, when the walks intersect, we're going to see those paths change to the same color, and at first that's really noticeable, and then throughout it there's a lot of flashing colors that are eventually going to change. So all of this is meant to symbolize the impact that human interactions have, and kind of illustrate how even brief encounters with others can leave a lasting impact. I also wanted to include some sort of level of control. So again, the users can kind of pick here. That's their first level of control, even though it is still random. And on the next page, we're going to see that the users also get two options to change the speed and the step size, which it'll be located in this corner over here. Again, so I wanted this to kind of represent how individuals can shape, or have at least some way to shape, their own experiences within an ever-changing world. You can only control so much, and so I provided just enough change for them. So we will begin. I will pick tails. So immediately you can see there's a number of little random walks that have started. I'm going to adjust the step size a little bit slower, and I'm going to make the speed a little faster. So that means the steps, as you can see, they're tinier, so they're more together, and it's speeding up while it's doing this. And you can see the different paths, when they interact, they start to change color. So now these ones are constantly hitting each other. That's why they're having that massive amount of color change. So I also put a timer. I didn't want this kind of journey to last forever, so there is a 3-minute timer right now, and this timer is supposed to kind of limit and the availability for the walk, but also unfold and generate these different patterns. So we'll kind of increase the step size a little bit to make it a little bit more fun in art. So again, we're witnessing this like short journey. We're having like these flashing, kind of overstimulating ness of colors, and there's again supposed to represent like the diversity of people, unique, different, all varying at once. Again, sometimes your paths cross, and all this stuff comes across together in this brief window of time I created. And this is leaving the viewer to either enjoy, this journey that I've created, or maybe find discomfort in the creation process. I mean, life itself is not always a comfortable experience, but I did want to make this unique. So the adjust step size, adjust speed, where they all start, the ever-changing background color, the colors that change when they hit, the whole process is still random and somewhat chaotic, as you can tell from the vibe, but also has that sense of control. So as this keeps going, we can still see all the different intersections between all the walks marked by those color changes, representing that unpredictable collision of individual paths. The randomness extends to the background as well in the gradient colors, which that's created, in the code as well. And so all these combined elements ensure that no two visual compositions are ever the same in the end. This journey is individual to every person that goes through and clicks this generator. And I've gone through this a couple times while creating this, and sometimes the end piece, I'm like, wow, that's really beautiful. Like this one, for instance, I really like this, and sometimes it's not. But as I wrote, so time's up, your art journey is complete, and I have it in the center because I feel like that's not something that if someone created a piece of art, you don't just have these words right in the center, right? It's supposed to emphasize that it's not about the art. So it's not about this piece that we just created here. It's about the journey, the journey that we got up to this point, the chaotic, the beautiful yet overstimulating, the paths that we cross, the complete art journey of this. And the final result, I feel like, can be up for reflection, and people can kind of have their own opinion on it. But yeah, each iteration offers a unique experience and just captures that random moment, randomness and order. So yeah, that is my project. Real quick, I'll just click the other one just so you can quickly see. So these ones start here, just so you can see how each time they start differently. But yes, that's the end of my project.